Good morning, everyone. Today's lecture is on tending operations. These operations generally practiced in the forest for getting quality wood and other essential products from the forest. For establishment of the regeneration and subsequent development of the forest crop, up to harvesting, several operations are carried out. These operations are carried out in the forest crop at different stages of growth in order to provide a healthy environment for their development. These operations are called tending operations. Three major tending operations are practiced in the forest, and these are weeding, cleaning, and thinning. First one is weeding, a release treatment made in stands not past the sapling stage that eliminates or suppresses any undesirable vegetation regardless of crown position and may include grass, vines, or shrubs. This term is typically used to describe a more thorough removal of all plants competing with the crop species, regardless of whether their crowns are above, beside, or below the desired trees. The objectives of weeding include: first one is protecting the crop from suppression. It means the growth of main crop is not suppressed by the weeds. So near around the main plants, weeds should be removed as they compete with the main plant. Second one is minimize root competition for moisture and nutrients available in the soils. Third one, reduce water loss through transpiration. And fourth one, efficient use of solar radiation by the trees. These four are the major advantages of doing beading in and around the trees. Common practice for beading is that it must be done before beads start suppressing the seedling crops. Beading should be carried out when the beads have tender roots and shoots. In plantation, beading is done during and after the monsoon. Although number of beadings depends upon the intensity of bead growth and the rate of growth of seedlings of the favored species. Three beadings are usually done in first year, two in second year, and one in the third year. Whereas fast growing species require beading for 1 or 2 years. In areas where beads are tall and dense, light cannot reach the ground easily, which not only affect the regeneration but also obstructs the growth of species because beads grow at faster rate than the crop species. It can be done in nurseries, natural or artificial regeneration. It is customary to bead in a circle of 60 cm in diameter around the plants, but this should be regarded as an absolute minimum. Increasing the diameter of the circle of 1 meter would be very desirable. Where there is a dense growth of perennial grasses, beading 60 cm around the plants is certainly inadequate. Beads should be pulled to come with the roots while pulling out. Seedlings of desired species should be held firmly between two fingers of one hand in order that they may not be disturbed. During the winter, seedlings need protection from frost. Therefore, beading should be stopped by the end of September until the start of spring. Intensity of bead growth and rate of growth of crop species determine the number of beadings. Despite beading removes all plants that compete with the crop species, some crop species by nature love to have shade parcel are complete, while some others are shade tolerant. Second aspect of tending operation is cleaning. There are two types of cleaning: liberation cleaning or liberation cutting, and improvement cleaning or improvement cutting. Liberation cutting, a release treatment made in a stand not past the sapling stage to free the favored trees from a competition with other overtopping trees. This treatment differs from a cleaning in that the trees removed are from a much older age class. This method may resemble the final removal of cuttings of the seed tree or shelter wood regeneration methods. The difference, however, is that generally undesirable trees are removed rather than ones left intentionally for seed and or additional growth. Liberation cuttings often yield low harvest balloons per acre and may be passed over within a treatment area for that region. However, they may be one of the highest priorities for treatment if the understory will not only be liberated but protected from pathogens such as dwarf mistletoes. Next, improvement cutting. This is cleaning cutting made in a stand beyond the sapling stage for the primary purpose of improving composition and quality. Trees of undesirable species, form or condition are removed from the main canopy. The need for improvement cutting often results from lack of an earlier application of a needed release cutting. Such cuttings are extremely important and utmost care should be taken to mark the very best lived trees. Little effort is needed to make genic selections and degrade the stand genetics, while a great deal of effort is required in increased genetic potential. The objectives of cleaning cutting include reduction of root competition and transpiration water losses, improvement in light interception, providing adequate space for growth and development of desired plants. Liberation cleaning cutting is done when the crops reach sapling stage. At sapling stage, plants compete each other to reach the top in order to obtain the light. The best time of cleaning is determined by the growth season of favored species, which is during the monsoon. It is certainly difficult to do the activities in the rainy season, hence cleaning is done before the onset of monsoon. Removal of any species from the forest is determined by the degree of interference with other species. The frequency of cleaning depends upon the intensity and rate of growth of shrubs after cleaning cutting. Cleaning should be done at heights that one feels comfortable during the activity, but the leftover should always be at lower height than the crop species. It is not always necessary to clean the inferior species unless plants hamper the favored ones. Retaining them in such situation helps to maintain soil moisture in the locality. Cutting near the ground level results in vigorous copy shoots which have to be discouraged, and as a result it would be more expensive. Thank you for patience hearing.